Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition here today on the channel. We're back with episode 2 of our stainless steel SSHIP Byzantine series. We're playing as the Romans. Here today, we're going to have the Siege of Ankara. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, we had two massive battles and victories in the last episode under Emperor John II. Now, unfortunately, the son and heir, 14 years of age, co-emperor Emmanuel, who realistically in real life became the future emperor, died in battle against the Turks. So that is a massive L. So his historical line has now ended, and the emperor has now committed himself to destroying the Turkish faction. So here today we're going to have the Siege of Ankara. This is our second sultan we have to deal with. Let's go, 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 go. So we made the decision in the last episode to unite all the forces of the Empire and focus absolutely everyone, every single unit, everyone that could grab and hold a shield and a sword to go against the Turks. We marched east. We were able to crush a full stack in the south, taking Cumania. Then, because of that, they spawned a full stack due to the AI scripting. We crushed that. That's when Manuel died. And now we're going to have to finish off the remnants here. So hopefully here today, if we're successful in this siege, that should be this Turk faction done. But I think there might be more. I think the Seljuks are actually further east. I'm surprised they've only got 2 settlements. They're nowhere near as built up. But then at this point, Anatolia will be ours for the taking. There's a lot of juicy territory that we can carve on up, but we've got to be keeping a watchful eye on those Crusade states and Abbasids and Seljuks as well. But so far, my plan to rush and aggressively push against the Turks seems to be working. Now, obviously, we are being quite aggressive, and the other AI factions won't be too happy with us, in particular that we're sacking and exterminating most of these settlements, but we're doing okay. We also managed to take a territory in Albania. We managed to take Skadar or something. Skavar? I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of the settlement was. But, yeah, we're still keeping a watchful eye on the territory north of Crimea. The Cuman Khanate we still border with, and the Hungarians, which I don't trust. Takovista, I think, has fallen as well. We could have pushed for that early, but I didn't want to overextend myself. I think it is a part of our victory conditions, though, so we might have taken it at some point. A little bit weird, having a key territory over the Danube that the Romans need to take. Alright, so we've moved the battering ram up. The gateway has been smashed, and we'll wait for our reinforcements to come on in. Shouldn't be too overly difficult, this fight. We do outnumber them quite significantly. And then here's hoping this is the last of the Turks, and there'll be no more. So Alexios is coming in, who is now our son and heir. Who obviously, historically in real life, got passed over. The eldest son of Jonas was never emperor, and Manuel obviously became, but he's dead in this series. So I suppose let's talk about Alexios historically, now that Manuel is no more. And we spoke about his history previously in the first episode, but it's not really relevant now, as Alexios will be the senior emperor. He was co-emperor historically, but he is the eldest son of Jonas, John II, and his wife, Irene of Hungary. Interestingly enough, we don't start off with an alliance with Hungary, and I'm not necessarily sure why. Anyway, historically, he was crowned co-emperor in 1119 AD at the age of 13. He preceded his father in 1142. He was the elder brother of Manuel, and he actually has a twin sister, funnily enough. So Maria is his twin sister in the family tree. Now, unfortunately, he died suddenly of a disease in 1142. They don't know. They're not sure what it was. Only 1 year before his father, apparently, or Emperor John rather, died as a result of a hunting accident. His illness was actually described quite interesting. It was a severe and short illness that took the form of a rushing fever attacking his head, as it were, an Acropolis. There is a little bit of disagreement that he married twice, but his first wife was a princess from Kiev, and the second was from Georgia. So I'm assuming that's why his wife is dead in-game, as it does say his wife is of Kievan descent. So I guess the disagreement about whether or not he remarried is replicated in this. I guess also with game limitations, you only can have one wife in-game for Medieval 2. So I guess they deliberately bricked his line, as he probably shouldn't have any more heirs anyway. But unless we adopt some generals with him, we're going to have a bit of a succession crisis. But like I said, I am really open to adopting and essentially declaring co-emperors and heirs based on experience. Okay, so they are blocking us slightly here. The reinforcements are coming. And let's just give out various attack orders. But we might talk historically about some of the nephews and cousins and brothers-in-law if they become relevant. But hopefully here today we're going to put the final coffin in the ANKARA Turks. Okay, nice. Oh! There's a nice sliver of blue here. Allied reinforcements have arrived. Alright, let's move this cavalry to the right here. And we'll get it to run down and go through the right-hand side of those streets. So we're just got to be a little bit careful there. But that's so disappointing. That's some pretty unlucky RNG for Manuel to die in the last episode, but hey, that's the sandbox experience of Total War. Okay, Archer's still peppering up over the top, which is nice. That's the only problem when you allow the AI, especially on the harder difficulties, to be commanded as reinforcements. They just sometimes full on send it, fly on in, and have no self-preservation. As you can see, those units, those allied forces that are already in the city, usually 9 times out of 10 it's the bloody general unit. But hey, generals die. I suppose it's realistic. You want to gain attachment to your generals. Nice. Not too much longer now. And then we've got to decide what we're going to do with the city. Let's just get everyone in now.
The battle is in our favor.
Flood on in.
True and wholehearted.
And that should be the Turks done. Unless there's some more unforeseen consequences. Nice. The Sultan is done. Give that man 1,000 drachmi and a donkey. Anyway. 600 loss. Nice. Andronicus the Usurper. I guess he was commanding. Why is he the senior commander and not Alexios? Anyway. I love some of the artwork. Look at this, man. I wonder where they source a lot of it from. So, Angora has fallen. I think we actually had a mission to take it, technically. We focused on Konya in the south, their capital, firstly. Okay, so I think yeah, let's do that. Nice. Enemy army routes. We've renamed it. I quite like that script. And resistance is futile. He actually gained some dread. Serbia and the Pontiff don't like me. And that's it. The Turks of Rum have been destroyed. Nice. And I guess that's just a rebel army now. Phew. So it's paid off. We managed to crush their armies that they started off with and destroy the armies that they spawned. So now Anatolia is ours for the taking. A lot of it will be rebel territory. I imagine it's going to be fighting between the Crusades, Georgia, the Abbasids, or maybe, oh, I don't know, those other ones. But it did come as a cost. Manuel is defeated. So we sit on 17 regions. We need 25 because we set it at short. We're doing our own victory conditions. So we need to take Jerusalem, apparently. But the main objective of this series is reforming the historic height of the Eastern Roman Empire. And I'll pull up a map to make sure I got every settlement once we roughly get to it. But, nice. So I guess we need to stabilize this territory and maybe just try and take as much rebel territory as we can. Okay, so 47 years of age. I don't know why he's greedy. Yeah, it's a shame he can't get married off. Oh well. Anyway, where do we begin? So, Cyprus isn't too happy. We could probably afford to move a unit down there. Now that the Turks have been crushed and defeated, I was very scared and concerned about how difficult it was going to be. I think that we just pushed over the line. We did lose a fair amount of forces, but now we're in a strong position that we can pull back. We don't need to fully divert any more forces east, I believe. So let's have a look in the interior. Okay, so that's a massive city there. Oh my god. It's like 2 full rebel stacks just hanging about. Yikes. Okay, so we've got our patriarchs there, our bishops. Let's move our diplomat down to negotiate with some factions. Is there any, like, Antioch faction in this game? I don't know. Anyway, let's run down this rebel army because we're just here. We might as well gain some experience. Let's give the Emperor a full stack. And move you here. We'll hit them with overwhelming force. So this guy is a descendant of the Turks we just crushed. He's now gone. Easy victory. Nice. Alright, well, we'll get a full stack with the Emperor, and I suppose we continue to go east. Start gobbling up as much of that rebel territory as we can. And because it's not a faction, it's not going to spawn any more units, and we can take our time sieging out if need be. But that is a huge settlement. Those Armenian cavalry did pretty good. Okay, let's move along. I actually think a lot of that horse cavalry actually came from, I'm assuming, like the Tartar population in Crimea, potentially. Alright, let's split some of this up. Now, because we dwindled down the populace in those 2 settlements, we're going to be able to manage it a bit better. It's always the trade-off. Public water-wise, you can manage it quite well, but obviously you can't tax them as much. Okay, we can probably spend money on construction now properly, like actually construction buildings. We were just doing settlement conversion mostly. Still keeping a watchful eye here. I could go for Ragusa, but we'll just have to see. And Traglavista has actually been taken now. I don't even know who that's by, but thankfully I didn't go for it. I was focusing on the Turks too much. We can go for it at a later date, potentially, but I think it's technically over the Danube, so it's not our historic territory. So we are not at war with anyone. Still allied with the Serbs. The Emperor is moving eastward and has now won 2 battles. 47 command. Strategos of Konya. He has the banner of the Emperor. And I guess he renamed a bodyguard or one of his friends, Manuel, after his son. Oh no. Rip. Well, it's always cool. So that means like this series is going to be completely different probably than anyone else. As we're not going to have that contiguous line through there. How to end a war. Yep. There's so many pop-ups. I got some new family members, which is nice. Oh, perfect. Races were held in Cumania. Alright. We have 17,000 in the bank. We are now continuing to move east, agents wise. Keep my spy in the north. Oh, do I even need you up here now? Oh, the Cumans took it. Oh, okay. That wasn't even the Hungarians. So maybe they're going to fight over it then. Alright, let's move south. Okay, so Sinop. There's just under half a stack, so we could potentially go there. That's a really juicy coastal territory. What's down here? Oh yeah, so this is like Cilicia. I thought they could have been a faction in this potentially. Do they want trade? The Fatimids? No, they're not interested. I'm happy to trade with anyone. Oh, the Crusades have a army here. Whoa! What are they doing? Jeez! There's like 3 full stacks. Oh, they've taken Antioch. Oh, okay. Or maybe they start with Antioch. I don't know. I haven't played as the Crusaders or looked at them yet. Oh, finally. We found the Sicilians. They barely accepted. Map for map? No. Alright. I suppose we'll move the diplomat north eventually. So our public order here isn't the best. And we can't even get any infantry, which is annoying. We probably could do with a town watch. Yeah, no infantry here as well. So, I do want to try and... I did say I wanted to divert some forces around. So maybe move you back here. We don't really need Alexios, the different Alexios, to be a governor. We'll move you here. We've got a full stack with Jonas. Now, just got to be a little bit careful here. Look at this, moving in. Yeah, there we go. That's like the interior warning. Okay. So there's like a full stack. We're going to consolidate, and because we've got so much money, we might as well keep on the initiative. We'll spend it on those mercenaries. They're expensive, but we're going to be able to get it back if we can take this settlement. Jeez, that is massive. Is that a citadel? Maybe. Okay. Oh, right. Those reinforcements are coming from the north. So, let's move Alexios here to the middle, and we'll start making plans and preparations for a second army to head eastward. But we've got to be a little bit careful, because of the public order. But now that we've got proper generals here, they're going to be able to manage the former Turkish territory. And we're probably going to ultimately commit a half a stack. If I can put... Hang on, can I put this down to daily? It's expensive. Monthly, low. That will do. And... Oh, it's actually called ANKARA now. Oh, nice. Oh, hang on. I can just move the cavalry out, I think. Alright, we'll send that half a stack over. What do I want here? Can recruit more units. I think we're good at the moment. I think I'd nearly rather focus on buildings. That costs heaps, though. Just a bunch of reading. I don't really know what to go for. We don't need that just yet. His reign hasn't gone to shit yet. Guess it's an orphanage. Aqueduct, food import. No, we don't need that. Maybe an armorer. That's pretty good. Retraining. Oh, maybe we go with a quarry on the coast here in Smyrni. I think that's how you say it. And that's pretty much it, unless we can spend anything else small down here. Oh yeah, let's get a well, because we're already getting some wells in Crete. Nice. But overall, things are looking good. We are starting to stabilize. Well, we've basically gone and completed my plan and my major objective of trying to rush and eliminate the Turks. And now we've got to decide where to go. So, let me know in the comments. I'm more open to now asking you guys where we should expand and conquer. I think if I had to sort of guess, I think pushing into Anatolia is our best play. There's a bunch of rebel territory there. Already the Crusaders are starting to move into our sphere of influence, so we definitely want to deter them from that. There might even be other powers pushing in there, but the more rebel territory we can seize in Anatolia, the better. Then we can build up and then project that power westward against Christendom and against the Crusader states, because we want Rome eventually. We want, obviously, Sicilian territory. And, yeah, I guess we want that Levant territory. The problem is they could call a crusade on it as well. We gotta, yeah. I don't know how. I'm trying to remember in the England series, I don't think they once called it against the Byzantines, but there was always a case. I wonder if I take Jerusalem early, would they call a crusade? That would be my concern. But anyway, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2 of my daily Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition Stainless Steel SSHIP Byzantine campaign. Stay tuned for episode 3, coming out the exact same time tomorrow, where we're going to continue. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we're going to continue conquering. We're going to continue to make Byzantium great again. Alright guys, thank you so much for all the support. My name has been Simpzy. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Thank you so much.